Hello everyone, my name is Nick and today we're looking at Time Scanner on the ZX Spectrum 48K. It's a pinball game published by Activision in 1989. Other pinball tables I've looked at on this system are Advanced Pinball Simulator from 1988 and Pinball Power from 89. This game also came out on the Amstrad CPC and the Commodore 64, but whether this differs from the other two is it's over two screens, which is pretty cool. There's 4 tables to try and qualify and get to. Here's the first one, Volcano. We have to try and we have to erupt a volcano by getting the ball up different ramps. The second table is Ruins, which I'm not sure we'll get to. Sakara, and then there's a bonus stage at the end. There's one of the time tunnels there. Bonus stage at the end where it's like a breakout clone. We have to destroy bricks using the ball. Ball physics on this aren't too bad. Colour bleed is, well, non-existent really. They've programmed it really well. So it's always going to be tricky to program pinball on an 8-bit system. But out of the pinball tables I've looked at so far, this is probably the most realistic in terms of lots of targets to hit that go red when you hit them. Different ramps, a spinner as well. So let's see if we can light this volcano, which I'm sure we might do. Yes. Now this game is a little bit tricky. It takes a while to get used to the physics of it, so very few people would have done all 4 tables. But the reason it's called Time Scanner is all 4 tables are going through different eras of time, loosely. Hooray! Okay, Nick, you can do this thing. You can do this thing. Right, you have 5 balls. We're already on ball 3, as you can see. Plunger each side. Now, there is a multi-ball to this, which hopefully I'll activate, if I can do. Because, yeah, multi-ball. You can nudge the table as well. Spacebar nudges it upwards like that, and there's other keys to do left and right nudges, but I'll try not to do those because it means me glancing down to the keyboard, and when my eye goes off the table, that's when it all starts going wrong. 2 pop bumpers up the top, 2 down the bottom 2, but really cool scrolling. It's not using all the table, all the screen I should say, as you can see. 2 sets of drop targets left and right. There's a hit the middle one there on the right. Hit all them to get extra bonus points. There's extra ball as well, as you can see there once that's lit. Good stuff. So a good little table, this one. If you had this on any other version, let me know. I always like hearing from you. And if you completed it, let me know as well. But it's all about, on this first table at least, trying to activate the volcano, which is all done through the lower part of the screen. Let's just collect points. Oops, it's gone down one of the launch pads. Here it goes. Boomer. Come on, we can do this thing. Right, so we've got V and O lit of volcano. You get the general idea. Doesn't matter whether the ball goes left or right up those ramps, as long as we do it. Yep, so there we go. Going well. V-O-L. Volcano. What's that horror movie called Volcano? Is that starring Sylvester Stallone? Or Sylvester the Cat? Or maybe both of them. That would be a good old movie. I think it was called Volcano. Let me know. I can't quite remember. I seem to remember loosely there was a volcano in Los Angeles or something, and Rocky Balboa was the only person around. Or something. Right. Aiming's always going to be a little bit difficult on 8-bit tables, but let's see if we can get something. Aim, we missed. Let's pretend we was going for those targets there. I don't know where my local volcano is. There's definitely not one in the UK. If there's one near you, let me know. What is it? I only know it from the films Krakatoa. Is it Krakatoa east of Java or west of Java? My computer has problems with Java. I've got some top trumps actually. I'm a big top trumps fan, and I've got that on volcanoes. There's a lot in Iceland which you can't pronounce very well, and if they erupt, it stops all air flight. Note to self: have a look at volcanoes top trumps. I really want to activate multiball. That's the main aim of this review. If I can do that, I'll be extremely happy. There's a time tunnel there. You have to get it up once the volcano's erupted, but we just need to get A, N, and O. Risk me luck. A-no. 5 balls each go. We're on ball 4. Oh no, super drain. Super drain. Shoot again. Well, I've got a ball save there somehow. That's good, very good. So this pinball table is more realistic than the other 2 Spectrum games I reviewed. Advanced Pinball Simulator is very retro, so that was the year before. It's amazing how things advance, but a great effort by Activision. Really cool game, this one, if you're into pinball. Not everyone is that watches the channel, I know. Some people just see it as knocking a ball around randomly, but I love it. It's very therapeutic, I think. If you're into pinball like myself and you want to watch pinball for hours and hours and hours, I do have a pinball playlist of all the pinball tables review on this channel. It's mainly Zen Pinball 2 and Pinball Arcade, but there are some ZX Spectrum ones in there as well. And I think there's a Game Boy Advance, well, a couple of Game Boy Advance ones too. So if you want to have that on in the background while you're doing something else, then be my guest. Pinball playlist. Click on playlists on the channel. Boom. Right, how are we doing here? We're just messing about, really. We need to light the volcano. And that's not a line you'd hear in any disaster movie ever, because normally they're just trying to run away from volcanic lava. I don't know how quickly volcanic lava goes. Is it like water? It can go at any speed it wants. Well done, that's not going to work. Come on, give it an extra bit of oomphy. Boom. The sounds on this, as you sort of expect, they're okay. This game also come out on the 128K. With that version, there's music playing throughout. But the reason I review 48Ks as a preference is I actually owned a 48K with the rubber keyboard. The 48K plus 2 has come out next with a bit more, let's say, professional keyboard. Didn't heat up quite as much. But, you know, sometimes the 48K versions don't get a lot of love here with the 128K, which is generally a bit more advanced. But I'd like to have a look at the 48K to try and recreate experiences you might have if you had it on that system. So that's the main aim, really. Game over. We'll have another go. I didn't erupt the volcano. So yeah, I mean, if you had a choice back in the day of 48 or 128, we'll of course go for 128 because they generally are a bit better. But it's all about nostalgia, these reviews. My gameplay won't always be the greatest. Well, quite often it won't be. Quite often it'll be absolutely terrible. But it's all about having a laugh here. Shared memories. Games we played, games we didn't hear of, similar games and all that sort of stuff. And we're quite a good bunch here. So thank you if you are watching this video, and thank you even more if you're commenting. You are a part, as they say, of the show. It's all about interaction and, yeah, forums and all that sort of business. Right. Oh, look at that. It seems to have saved how far I got before on the volcano. That's quite generous. I thought it would have started from the start, but looks like you can keep going. Maybe you have a certain amount of credits there, which is, yeah, it's pretty cool. Cool beans. Bloop. Man. Right, what are we on now? Ball 2. Volca. Just need no. Just say no. That's a Zammo reference of Grange Hill, if you're familiar with Grange Hill. Okay. Right, there we go. Lit all the targets there. That was pretty cool. For bonus super points. Well, yeah, look, we have got credits there. The bottom right, 4 credits left. So it will save your progress. So you've got a bit of a chance of getting to the second table. Good. One more of those and volcano's lit. But a rather unfortunate rebound there around the ramp. Scanner 1. Ready. 1 or 2 players here. So it's turn-based if you do 2 players. Come on, up the ramp for one more go. Nice bit of pop bumpers. It's nicely clearly defined, this. Good. Quite a neat little table. The Spectrum colour palette wasn't as advanced as the Amstrad CPC or the Commodore 64, but to me that's a bit of the charm. Whenever I see a screenshot of a game, I know immediately that's the ZX Spectrum. 8 basic colours, or 16 if you did the Bright 1 command. Although you could mix stuff up, like red and white dots next to each other from a distance would look like pink. Oh, boom. And you could get orange. There's a Scream and Jet Set Willy where it looks a little bit orange. They've done a bit clever merging colours together. So there was a bit of scope. What are we on now? Ball 4. Right, we can't mess around here. Sounds quite good, isn't it, what there is? It's quite in tune with the move. Oh, the volcano's erupted. Hooray! Erupt the volcano. Kaboom! Right. Now, if we can get the ball up the top, then we go to the next screen. But we're on Multiball now, and it all slows down a little bit because it's 48K trying to program all this stuff. Oh, I'm glad I got to Multiball. That was the main aim of this whole thing, really. Yeah. So I don't think the other pinball tables I reviewed did have Multiball. This is great. Yeah. Admittedly, it has slowed down quite a bit here, but you can imagine the programming involved here to get 2 balls to try and do realistic physics on here. And it isn't too bad. It isn't too bad. The ball doesn't accelerate wildly off any rebounds, and it's sort of predictable the way it bounces off things. Activision have done an excellent job here. I'm really impressed by this game. Right, it's going to speed up now because we've only got one ball left. Hooray! Good. Well, that was exciting, wasn't it? Don't drain. The nudge is a good feature. Oh, it's drained. Well, it didn't sort of drain. That was me and my terrible play. One ball left to get to the next table. Will we do it? Possibly not. But oh, shoot again. A ball save. Brilliant. I like it when that happens. We obviously activated something. So check out the other pinball tables I reviewed if you haven't already. All from similar times. Advanced Pinball Simulator 88 was a year before this. And Pinball Power the same year, 89. So if you was around in 1989, I would have picked Time Scanner over Pinball Power, definitely. Oh, that's almost up the time tunnel for the next screen there. That was close. Oh, it could be game over. That was pretty grim. Oh no, we've got one ball left to do it. Ball 5. Come on, ball 5. Come on. Concentrate, concentrate. Lemon, concentrate. The ball drops to the second. No, we wanted to keep it up the top there. That's no good. Curses. Blast. Kablamo. That could be it. That's it. Game over, boy. Game over. Well, you know. I hope you liked having a look at that game. That was Time Scanner on the ZX Spectrum 48K. Published by Activision in 1989. Thanks for watching that one as always. If you've got any comments about the Spectrum, 8-bit games in general, or indeed pinball, then please put it below. Love hearing from you. And until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.